Uzbekistan regularly rates as one of the most corrupt countries in the world. It is right down there with North Korea, Tajikistan, Somalia, Afghanistan.
This isn't really a national government as much as it's a kleptocracy mafia type outfit. The government itself is set up like a pyramid scheme where they are taking advantage of everybody underneath them in order to extract money so that they can then use for their own pleasure, and that money comes at the cost of people below them. This is often done through corruption, through bribe payments, the forced labor and torture, or exile. These people commit egregious human rights violations, all financed by these corrupt schemes.
The Justice Department learned that 3 companies that were subject to American law had paid bribes in order to enter the Uzbek telecommunications market. And these 3 companies had paid close to $1 billion in bribes to Gulnara Karimova, the daughter of the now deceased president. That money she then had, through her associates, deposited in bank accounts in Belgium, Luxembourg, Ireland, and Switzerland. Now the money is frozen, pending the resolution of the 2 cases the Department of Justice has brought.
If you think about justice, there are 2 steps. One is confiscation, taking the money away from the perpetrator, and the other step is making it right. Post-confiscation is the opportunity to give the money back to the victims of corruption. When assets are repatriated, they're usually sent back to the government of the country. In this case, Uzbekistan is the perpetrator of corruption. It's the people who are the victims, and it's the people of the country who should receive the money.
The normal rules of asset recovery and return, they just don't apply here because that money will be used to torture people. That money will be used for human rights violations because human rights violations is what they use to coerce the bribery.
The Boda Fund was established in Kazakhstan. It was an agreement between the governments of Kazakhstan, Switzerland, and the United States. The countries agreed through negotiations to use the repatriated assets from a corrupt scheme to fund NGOs and programs that help reduce children's poverty.
There were a lot of strings attached. There was audits, there was external stakeholders that had say, and it never went into the actual budget of Kazakhstan. I think our challenge here, though, is that we're talking about $1 billion. We're talking about a huge amount of money for the people of Uzbekistan that you could not spend in a short period of time in an ethical way.
The lesson from the Boda Fund is that we can think creatively about how to use money to support victims. We're advocating that the money be held in trust, in a transparent trust, accountable to key stakeholders, including Uzbek civil society actors, so that the money could then eventually be used to support victims. The institutions that would allow a fund to operate freely don't exist. Media organizations have been banned, NGOs have been banned, development organizations have been banned. There needs to be enough civil society to ensure transparency, where until those conditions are met, we're advocating that the money be held in trust. European governments have the chance to do the right thing with this money. They can show the people of Uzbekistan that anti-corruption laws are meaningful to victims of corruption on the ground. That anti-corruption laws don't just protect banks, they don't just protect governments, but that they protect shopkeepers, they protect normal citizens of Uzbekistan. That these corruption laws actually have meaning and substance that will help change people's lives.